glad you joined us today. Today we're going to be looking at a question on trigonometry. Now the question here says, if tan theta is equal to 8 over 15, find the value of sin theta plus cos theta over cos theta, open bracket, 1 minus cos theta. So the first thing to do, I always say, is to draw an angle to represent whatever you are given. Now we have a right angle triangle. So we have here, we can have our angle here, or we can have it here or here. Either of the two places is still going to be correct. So we have tan theta. Tan theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. That's the representation of tan theta. So I always say, if you forget, you use this. Always use a simple acronym. So SOCATUA. So we have here the opposite. So that means that tan theta here, tan theta opposite is 8 over adjacent, which is 15. So that is to say, our opposite here is 8, our adjacent here is 15, because this is the longest side. The longest side is the hypotenuse. So here will be 15. So what we'll do next is to get this value. We can call it y. We have to get this value using Pythagoras rule. So we square this and square this, square this, and sum them together. Then we look for the square root. Now we square this and square this. So we have x squared first, that's the longest side square. We square it equals to 8 squared plus 15 squared. Now when you do this, x squared is going to give you 8 squared is 64 plus 15 squared is 225. Now x squared equals to the 64 plus 225 will give us 289. Then to remove this square, we'll take the square root of both sides. So have square roots will cancel the square. So all we have left is x equals the square root of 289 is 17. So that means this side now has become 17. So all we have is 17 that is here. So then if you look at this, we have sine and we have cosine. So sine theta, our sine theta is presented as opposite hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse. So it is opposite hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse. Now, which is the same thing as the opposite here is where the angle is facing, opposite, which is 8, over the hypotenuse, the longest side, which is 17. Then we have cosine. Cos theta is the same thing as adjacent. Okay, we'll skip h here. Adjacent hypotenuse. So it is adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So we have our adjacent here is 15 over our hypotenuse, the longest side, which is 17. So we can now substitute these values into this. Sine theta that we know is 8. So 8. So therefore we can say 8 over 17 plus cos theta. Cos theta is 15 over 17. That's for this. Over cos here is 15 over 17. Open bracket, 1 minus cos theta is the same thing as our cos theta here is the same thing as 15 over 17. Now, let's resolve the one in the bracket first. If you do that somewhere here, I have 1 minus 15 over 17. If you do this over 1, the LCM of 1 and 17 is 17. So we have 17 divided by 1 is 17 times 1 is 17. Minus 17 divided by 17 is 1. 1 times 15 is 15. We subtract this, we are going to have 2 over 17. So we have here, we can also resolve this. We can also have 8 over 17 plus 15 over 17. Now, since they are like fractions, both 17 and 17 will pick 1. So we'll add these two because plus is 8 plus 15 is 23. Yes, 23. So therefore, it means that here we have 23 over 17 divided by, that's this sign is division sign, divided by 15 over 17 times the resolution of this in the bracket gave us 2 over 17. Now, we have 2 over 17. So therefore, we're going to be having 23 over 17 divided by, now we'll multiply this. 2 times 15 is 30 over 17 times 17. We have 289. Now, 23 over 17. We'll find the reciprocal of this. We're changing division to times, so this goes up, this comes down. So we have 289 over 30. So we change division to multiplication, we reciprocate this. So we now have this. So we're going to multiply this. We have 23 times 289 over 17 times 30. If you do this, you're going to have 23 times 289 to give us 6647 over 17 times 30. So we're going to have 510. Now look for a number that can divide this. If you try dividing 6647 by 17, we're going to have 17 can divide these two numbers. So we have 391 over 17 here. 17 here will give you 391. 17 into 510 divided by 17. We're going to have 30. So here you have 30. Now how many 30s are in this? You're going to have 30. You have 391. That's about 13 times. Divided by 30. That will give us 13 whole number. 13 whole number. That's 13 times 30. 13 whole number. 1 over 30. So this is the solution to this question. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to always like, to share, and to subscribe for more videos. And don't forget, understanding will always connect.